we were saying that, well, which is more important? And I was referring to David C. Can you tell me, is it the user of the model or the model itself that is important?
I would have to say the user of the model, because a person like can look at a model, but they may not understand it. So having someone like understand it and recognize what it can be used for, the person actually using the model would be more important than the model itself.
Yeah. So always it is the user, right? User can even take a bad model and comes up with a good decision. And so before your, this is, I'm talking about a TV series before your time, MacGyver. Have you heard about MacGyver?
Yes.
Yeah. So Dan, can you tell me what this is about, MacGyver?
Isn't it a guy that like kind of makes like tools out of like weird, like different household items to like help him with his like police work or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. So if you are a good trader, you can make even the things you do not have a proper model, but you can make a good model out of it. On the other hand, if you're a bad trader, panic driven, you'll make a bad thing out of a good model. So this is the importance, and keep this in your mind. This could be on your final exam. Okay, all right. So in this chapter, we are going to talk about profit equations and graphs, and then for stock, for calls, so put, and then combination thereof. If you have call and stock together, it's called covered call. If you have put and stock together, it's protective put. So individually, we'll be talking about profit equations of stocks, profit equations of calls, both long and short, profit equations of puts, long and short, and two combination, okay? And these are the symbols, CS sub 0, TX, and pi means profit. And number of calls is NC, number of puts, NP, and number of shares of stock is N sub C, N sub S. Okay, so we know that, well, if N, all of this, NC, NP, and S, if they are greater than 0, then we are talking about buying it. If they are less than 0, we are talking about selling it. And these are the profit equations. And you can see the long call profit is ST minus X minus C. And long short call profit is minus ST minus C, X plus C. Any questions? If you talk about just ST minus X, it is a payoff. But since you buy a call, you paid a call premium, then profit is benefit minus cost. ST minus X is payoff minus the cost of call. And then we continue with the profit equations, this time for put. And it is X minus S sub T minus P. That's for long put. And negative X minus ST plus P is the short put. The seller of the put will receive P. Seller or the writer of put receive P. Good? And then the profit from the stock is obviously S sub T minus S sub 0. You bought the stock at S sub 0, and the current price is S sub T, so the profit is S sub T minus S sub 0. If you short the stock, it is reverse. So you see that you shorted it S sub 0, which is the current price, and then you buy back at S sub T, which is an outflow. So inflow is S sub 0, shorting, and then outflow is S sub T. That's the seller profit. And then you can have different holding periods. We will talk briefly on those later. And so the option data is that the exercise price. This is the current stock price is 125.94, and the expirations are this. So we say May, June, and July, and you can see that at the money is 575. In the money is more pricey, and out of the money is less. And time to expiration, it becomes more. As the time to expiration becomes more extended, then that's what the prices reflect. So when you buy a stock, you are responsible for maximum profit, minimum profit, and break even. Note it down. Maximum profit, minimum profit, and break even. So you can keep that on your formula sheet if you want, but you have to understand them first. So we will see the maximum profit of long stock is infinity. Theoretically, stock price can go to infinity. Minimum is the amount that is spent. That's the minimum. That what is the thing that you can lose in a stock? Amount of your investment, which is S sub 0. Then short stock is maximum is whatever you sold it for right now, S sub 0. And minimum is the negative infinity. It can take you, stock can go up and up and up when you sold it. This is the graph which tells you maximum profit for stock is infinity, minimum is negative S sub 0. This is your strike price, 125.94, the stock price, not strike price. Negative, 125.94. And then you can see at the end of holding period, let's say if the price is 75, then you lose 5094. This one here is negative 5094. And it is calculated as following. That is X minus ST. And then this is 50.94 times 100 is 5094, which is here. Okay. I ask you that after this, you need to go through and analyze yourself. That will make it more clear and reinforce your understanding. Do you understand this part? Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then if you short a stock, again, that S sub 0 is 125.94. Exactly same way. It is now 75 and you shorted it. You are up by 5094. Call option. I just made sure that you understand between payoff and profit under these states of nature. ST less or equal to X, ST greater than X, and these are the states of nature. So you have, obviously, you are long call. In a long call, you pay a call premium and it is less than X. It is of no value. What is the value of a call option if it is less or equal to X? Do you get any benefit from that call option if ST is less or equal to X? Let's say strike price is 125 and stock price is 120. Would you exercise that option?
No.
No, zero, right? So the benefit is zero. However, you already paid C. So that's why the payoff is negative C under ST less or equal to X, and ST greater than X is when you exercise ST minus X. So one quick multiple choice question is, when do you exercise your option? You say when ST is greater than X, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And then profit is, again, it's a negative C under this state of nature, and then ST minus X minus C. What is the break even? Break even is where profit is equal to 0. And you see it is ST star is X plus C. Again, I would like you to understand them and then write it on formula sheet. Look at this graph. This graph is here to here, right? That's what do you call this? Profit to long call, right? This is profit to long call. All right. This break-even point is X plus C. And how do you get that X plus C? X is 125 and C is 1350. Together they make 138.5. This is where X is, and this part you have no payoff, right? Only to the right of X you exercise, and that will give you payoff. It starts to bring it from negative to 0 to positive. So what is this valley point? You see, you pay 1350 for call times 100 is negative 1350. That's your intercept here, y-intercept. Okay? This table, you might want to look at it. It says that under different exercise price, when the stock price is at 105, 110, you bought it at 125.94. And so these are the call option price. Impact of different exercise prices. So higher strike price results in smaller gains on the upside, but the losses are less. And this is for different holding periods. And the longer the position is held, more time value it loses. Remember my story that I told you, that I was holding a call option and it was giving me a good return. Then suddenly I see that, well, it is losing its value. This is exactly that they're saying. The longer the position is held, the more time value it loses. So what does it tell you? You do not hold the option to expiration.
Maturity.
Sorry, Justin?
I was going to say maturity, but that's not the word, is it?
Yeah, expiration. Yeah. Writing a call exactly opposite. So when stock price is less than X, that writer obtains plus C, but at the same time, if it is higher, then this is a loss that they have. And for short profit would be, you just have to add C to it, and break even is X plus C, just like the way you had the long position. Break even is X plus C, so is it for short. Exactly opposite, mirror image. This is X plus C, break even. Maximum profit is 13.5 multiplied by 100. Again, different exercise price. Look at this. And this is writing a call, not owning a call. Higher strikes results in a smaller gain on the downside, but smaller losses on the upside. time value of money, differing holding periods. Again, for a given stock, the longer the position is held, the more time value it loses. Therefore, the profit is more. So I lost as a buyer, but the writer gained. Put option, this is payoff. The less exercise, it will be exercised. Therefore, the payoff is X minus ST. Greater than X, it won't be exercised. This is the put option. It won't be exercised, so loss is minus P. And long put profit is X minus ST minus P and minus P. Look at the graph here. So break even is X minus P. And for long call, it was X plus C. And then you see that anything beyond this is going to give you loss. And that loss is $11.50 because put price is $11.50 multiplied by 100. Maximum profit is right in here, which is 125 minus 1150 is 113.50 times 100. Okay, so this is the thing that we were talking about, X minus ST minus P. So X minus P is 125 minus 1150. Again, a lower stock price results in smaller gains on the downside, but smaller losses on the upside. Exactly opposite to call. Holding periods, longer the position is held, more time value it loses, lower the profit. An exception can occur when the underlying stock is low. Writing a put, again, these are the payoff tables and profit tables. The break-even is remaining the same. For the long put, the break-even was X minus P. For the short put, again, X minus P. Look at the graph. Break-even is X minus P, 125 minus 1150, 113.50. And then this one is minus X plus P is the loss. Minimum is this 125 plus 1150 times 100, 11,350. Can it go this low? 75? It may. It all depends on how long that you are holding the stock. And then maximum profit is obviously plus P for a writer. So 1150 times 100 is $1,150. Higher strike price means greater gain on the upside, but greater losses on the downside. On the holding period, the longer the position is held for the put, it loses more money, therefore they make more profit. Again, when the stock price is low, then exception can occur. A very low stock price is like an option itself. This is a very good summary: long call, short call, long put, short put, long stock, short stock. Now we talk about combinations, calls and stocks. We talked about this in delta hedging. In delta hedging, we talked about that you have a stock and you would like to protect it, so you sell a call or delta call so that it is protected. But then again, things as the day as you go into another day, delta changes, and therefore you have to adjust it. So that dynamic hedging. But the essence is the same. So that if you have a stock and you want to protect it, sell a call. This is also similar in a very popular strategy called covered call. Assume that you have a stock which is not moving. It is just going sideways. It's neither going up nor down. The reason that you buy a stock is that you believe that it will appreciate and you will make money. And it's not doing that. So you say, I bought a stock, let's say at 125.94, and I'd like to sell it at 135.94. I'd like to make $10 profit. Okay? But it's not going to give me any profit. I'm holding it for so many months. So you say, instead of obtaining the profit directly from stock, let me sell a call. And my strike price would be 135.94 because that's what I was intending to sell. Okay? So with a strike of 135.94, I bought a stock at 125.94. So if it is exercised, then obviously I will give all my stocks to that person at 135.94. I got what I wanted. I wanted to sell it at $10 profit. That's that. But on top of that, don't forget, even if it is not exercised, you did not get any profit from exercise and going into stocks for $10 profit. You are making money because you sold a call, and that provides you income on a routine basis. So what is the upshot here? If you have a stock and that is not giving you a profit going to the upside, it can be a treasure for you, generating your short-run income. If it is exercised, it's well and good. If it is not exercised, you made money in the interim. So if you look at that, and I have given this thing here, long stock and short call, look at this portfolio, long stock and short call. Okay, in a put call parity, it is long stock and long call, but it is long stock and short call. And these are the way you get the profit under less or equal to X and greater than X. And break even is ST star is S sub 0 minus C. So you go to here, this is the stock, right? And then you sell a call, and together they become a curve like this. If it is exercised, you lost this appreciation of stock. So that's why this bounded, it is bounded on top. Your maximum profit is 125 minus 125.94 plus 1350, which is 12.56 multiplied by 100, 1256. Break even is S sub 0 minus C, so that becomes 112.44. And the maximum loss that you have is negative S sub 0 plus C, which is negative 112.44, but this time you multiply by 100. That's your maximum loss. Okay? And exercise price, look at the thing in the text box. Lower strike price offers the most downside protection, but it at the expense of upside gain. Holding periods. The longer the position is held, the more time value it loses, higher the profit. Now you gotta think about a combination like this. Previously, we had a long stock with short call. Now we have a long stock with long put. And these are the profits under different scenarios, states of nature. And then break-even point, when you solve for zero profit, then you get ST star equals P plus S sub zero. Maximum profit is infinity from this protective put, and minimum is this. So why do you do the protective put? You have a very good reason for covered call. It's a boring stock, and then you generate some income. If it is exercised good, you wanted to sell the stock anyway at that price. But what is the motivation for protective put? You have a stock and you would like to protect it. Protect which side? The downside. That's why you buy a put. You have things like that. That means this is a bound that you wanted to put anyway. Stock can go from here, 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 up to here. But you are saying, no, I want to get a protection at the downside risk. So the break-even point is P plus S sub zero, which is 137.44. Maximum loss is this one, X minus S sub zero minus P, which gives you negative 1244 times 100 is loss of negative 1244. And maximum profit is infinity. Okay? And again, we look at the different excesses price. This is where protective put, higher strike price offers the most downside protection, but at the at the expense of more upside gain. Long horizon, holding periods, longer, you lose more time value and lower the profit. All right, so these are from what is available in the market. What if you are not interested in the market? You are interested in making your own, the synthetic puts and call, which I termed it as homemade puts and call. What do? You go to our familiar put, long put parity, right? So long call and long bond and long put and long stop. You can solve for long put and you get long call minus long stock plus long bond, which is what this is, P, long call minus long stock and then long bond. So with that, we see that what is the difference between synthetic and versus actual. In fact, it is just the interest on risk-free bonds. We use risk-free bonds in the real life, but not in synthetic.